Hi, everybody. You ready for some football? All right, before we get started, kickoff hasn't happened yet, at least on my end. I'm watching on YouTube TV, and they're usually traditionally a little behind, so you guys will probably be telling me things before I even get to watch it. But I just thought I'd give this a try as an experiment. I know that I can't do this every week, um, just for the pure fact that I got baseball games coming up. I got a grandson with soccer games coming up in the next couple of weeks. And so I won't be able to watch these games live. And so I won't be able to sit here live with you guys. But somebody suggested that I try this. So I thought I would do this with this game. I have a tendency to get very excited during the games, especially when things aren't going right. So, that's a downer. Bear with me. Okay. I will try to behave myself today. But while we're waiting for kickoff, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right there in front of you. It's right there. And then hit the little bell button so you get notified whenever I go live. And then hit like button. Comment. Please comment what your thoughts are during the course of this game. So, hang on. I got to kind of watch you guys and yeah. So let's do this. I have to keep the volume down, so hopefully you guys won't hear it so that I don't get flagged by YouTube for replaying the game that the Iowa people aren't liking. I think you guys already know Jared Bowie and Vander Zee are both out today. Bryce George went down during warm-ups. They said it might be an arm. He left the field, so kind of a confusion if he actually came back or not. But I guess we will find out together. Okay. So yeah, please feel free to comment during the game. Give me your thoughts. We'll just talk about the game. I can't do play-by-play. That's illegal, and I can't show you the game, and I can't let you hear the volume. So hopefully you got your own volume up and you're sitting on your phone playing in front of the game and all this. I'm sitting here on my laptop in my living room to do this. So let's see how this goes. You gamed? I'm gamed. Okay. I guess as you guys already, if you watched our podcast, you know that Jared Ambrose is an interim coach in his first season as head coach. But he's been with the program before. He's been with the program. I don't know how many years, I forgot. So looks like we're going to get the ball first, it looks like. Okay. So this ought to be interesting. Let's see how this goes. Any over-unders on if Weegan gets the ball and takes it to the house on the first touch? Oh, heck, that's not even Weegan back there. Who's back there? Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Wouldn't even give him a chance to do it. Chickens wouldn't even give him a chance. Okay, so what do we get the ball at the 35-yard line now? Okay, nice. Let's see how this goes. I'll try to keep an eye. I got to keep this turned a certain way because if I turn it the way I'm most comfortable with, it'll be dark. My face will be dark, and so you see my kitchen in the background, guys. How do you like that? Here comes Gronowski. We get our first look. What you guys think the first play is going to be? Honestly, what I would like to see, just to throw everybody off guard, is just a deep pass straight down the middle toward the end zone. But, that won't happen. You might have a first down. Washington. Terrell Washington got the first carry of the year, guys. Got the first carry. And there's your lineup for the line: Locke, Stevens, Jones, Pieper. Okay, let's see who we got now. All right. Well, so far, some things going, and we're keeping the ball moving. First possession, right? We're keeping the ball moving. He threw that one at his feet. Well, I don't know. I thought he should have come back for it a little bit. It looked like he could have come back and dove for it. To me, that looked like even though he threw it down toward his feet, it looked to me like he could have got it if he'd have just tried a little harder. But I'm not a wide receiver, and I don't play one on TV. I don't play one on the podcast, so we shall see. I don't know. Oh yeah, he got it. I was looking at the wrong guy. Moulton got the first down. I was looking at the wrong guy. Thought he got stopped short. Man, Gronowski looking at that. He looks like an old guy. He looks like he belongs in the NFL. Oh my gosh, that's what we missed, guys. We missed that. He was in a lot of trouble, and he picked up about 5 yards and saved. Okay, he picked up 5 yards and saved the sack. That's what we've been missing. That's what we've been missing. Gronowski's 1 for 2 and 8 yards passing so far. Okay, so he got 5 yards on that pickup. Wow. Oh, he made the wrong cut. It looked to me like if he'd have stayed on the path that he was going, but he made a cut slightly left. I think that's what got him tackled. But he might have been able to pick up a couple more yards. Let's take a look. Got it. Okay, he didn't make the cut. Just my eyes. But it looked like if he made a cut to the right, he would have been around the edge and down the sideline for a touchdown. Okay, third and two. Third and two. What do we got? What are we gonna draw up here, guys? Another pass play, another running play. Oh, wide open, wide open. Could he even been any more wide open? So we got Hayden Large, the first tight end to catch a pass today of the season, and he's our option 3. That is good. Gronowski ran again. That looked like that was a design run, not a run to not from a broken down. Yeah, that looked like a design run. I think though, if he would have stayed going the other direction, he might have gotten a little further. He may have picked up a few more yards. But hey, I like what I'm seeing on this drive. But granted, it is Albany, and we should look like this on this drive. Moulton with the carry. Moulton with the carry. I forgot. I'm live on Facebook too. Let me see if there's anybody on there wanting to talk. Okay, nobody's commenting on the Facebook page yet either. Okay, that's fine. I'll just sit here. You guys want to talk, just throw up some comments. I'll throw up my comments here and there. 3-7, guys. We got to score a touchdown here. We need to score a touchdown. We cannot settle for a field goal. Third and 7, though. What do we draw up here? What do we draw up? Over his head. That was over his head. Come on, Gronk. You're 2 for 4 for 14 yards. I expect more out of you. God, you're leaving us in a field goal. You're supposed to go down there and lead us to the promised land. Don't want to see a bunch of field goals. We could have watched last year's team. Yeah. So overall, I'm not overly all pleased with the first drive of Iowa for the game. I would, settling for a field goal and a couple of bad passes on him. One was at the feet, but I still say the guy could have gone down and caught it if he would have just made himself right there. And then overthrowing that lob. That was an easy lob. The guy was wide open. Just throw it to him. Don't lob it. He's open. There ain't nobody within 10 feet of him. Just go throw him the ball, and he might be able to get to the end zone or at least get a first down out of it. Yeah. Mike, I kind of agree with you. I'm not sure, but I hope Mark gets better as the game goes on, because those were two throws that should have been thrown better. Definitely thrown better. And so, and that field goal to me looked like it just barely got inside the uprights. I could be wrong, but I was kind of looking there for you guys too. So, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at another Hawkeye chat that's pulling up on my. Yeah. I'm looking at another Hawkeye chat. It looks like people are all saying about the same thing, that Kronk is looking nervous and stuff. So I mean, you guys might be onto something. I like that comment, Mike. The one on third down was all anti Deacon Hill throw, all touch, no zip. He didn't even need any zip on it. He just needed not to throw it over the guy's head. He was just lobbing it. Yeah, somebody else was saying that his feet are all over the place. So, yeah, I have a Hawkeye chat up here. Well, it's actually my group chat with my podcast people. Why they're not live with me, I don't know. And I'm telling them to get on here live with me. Yeah. All right. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's hope it's 3-and-out, guys. Let's hope we got 3-and-out. All righty. Hey, we got another person who's come in now to the chat room. Say hi, whoever you are. All right. Creating a 3rd and 7 here, guys. Let's get them out. Let's get them out of here right now. Oh, doing the living room. Yeah, I am, Jason. I don't have a TV in the podcast studio, so I need to get one in there. I keep telling my wife I need to pick one up on sale. So, but the wife went to Visalia, which is about 2 hours away, with my daughter, and they're shopping up there, and I think they're helping my daughter buy a new car for my granddaughter. I think is what I think is going on up there, but they should be home well after this game is over. So I got time to sit here and talk to you guys. Yeah, Jason, that's my kitchen behind me with the lights hanging down. All right, let's go, guys. We're gonna do. Oh man, we haven't seen Weegan get a ball yet. I want to see him do something. Come on, Weegan. Let's do it. Let's go for it. All right. All right. Okay. Gronowski's had one series. Do you think he'll settle down enough that we can actually make some throws here? I want 7 points on this next drive. I don't like field goals. You know, I'll accept field goals against teams that we're playing really well defense against. But I want to beat this team. I want to beat this team by 40 points. We're 38-point favorites. We need to win by 38 to 40 points. But after watching some of the other teams, run up scores like 60 points on people, 40 points on people, I want Iowa to be that team that does that. Um, Iowa State today, I think, won 40 something to 7 or something like that. I think. I watched most of that game, but got bored with it because of the blowout. Oregon's leading 52-6 right now over Montana State. Florida State has a 24-10 lead over Alabama. Looks like Paul's the only one in our group going to get that game right. Okay. I hope I can stay awake for the 8 o'clock game, even here in California, Utah and UCLA. I'm kind of looking forward to that game tonight, but that's at 8 o'clock, and Lord knows if I can stay awake that long. Yeah. Plus, I have to be at church extra early tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wish Kelvin would come in here. Kelvin's saying some great insight on the group chat, but he ain't saying it in here. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad, Mike. I'm glad you're. He says it usually takes a series or two for a guy in his situation to settle in week one. So, Mike, I'm glad you're being patient with him. I for one, as Jason will tell you, can get a little excitable and get a little negative too quick. But hopefully, doing this live thing will help. I mean, I think I'm going to be doing the Iowa State game next week, too, for sure. I don't think I have a soccer game and a baseball game yet. But after that, I got class reunion going on. I got soccer games and baseball just about every Saturday after that. So it'll be tough. Guys, I got to turn up my hearing aids. Thanks, Mike. Mike says I run game threads in a Packer Facebook group. I will say it does take the edge off a little bit when you're watching with others. Yeah, it does. It helps a lot. I usually invite my grandkids over to watch with me, and that way we can have fun and laugh and joke during the game, and it really takes the edge off. Oh, they're calling him down. Yeah, I don't think so. They whistled him down. I think they should have let the throw go through, but yeah. So that's a sack, huh? Wow. Number 70 was guarding nobody but air. Then he turns around after the fact. Oh, I think I missed that block. Jeez. So now we got 3rd and 18. Golly. This is not what I expected, guys. I expected us to come out and dominate right away. And so far for me, this has been a huge disappointment. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I don't like that call either. They blew that whistle too quick. It's like, are these NFL referees? Because NFL will call him down right away. But he was actually still moving, throwing the ball and everything. So yeah, that was a bogus call, a very bogus call. I don't know who our referees are. Are they from the FCS level? Because we're playing an FCS level team who don't know any better. Because honestly, I disagree with that call 100%. Now we're in a 3-18 situation, so we're almost getting ourselves in a punting situation if we don't get the ball here. So I don't know. This might be a way to maybe get Weegan out there and see if we can just throw him the ball deep and let his speed take over and see if he can get us a first down. Yeah, I got to stop going into the group chat. I'm not going to go back in the group chat. Jason, if you go back in the group chat, let them know I'm not coming in because some of the comments that he's making is geared toward what he knows I make. Um, Guys, I don't know. I might be on a little delay from you guys too, so I might be saying things well after the fact, and you're thinking, well, duh. It took you long enough to say something. So, Jason always says too that Lester uses the first half to set up the second half. So maybe we'll maybe we'll get to see an offensive explosion in the second half. But at the rate we're going, I said 38-7 would be. I'm sorry, 38-3, and we didn't get. We're not. I don't think we're going to get there at this rate. Just throw it downfield, throw it up, see what happens. Don't do anything fancy. And number 70, hold your block this time. Oh, come on. That's probably the worst play you could have done. Throw it up there to somebody, go get it. That is just I'm beside myself, guys. I just don't know. It's not Luster, it's everyone playing too tight right now. They need to unbutton their shirts a bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Mike. Mike, you're kind of like the sense of response. You're probably the sense of reason here. You know, how many yards was that, guys? Do you know? I, I said Reese would he would average 51 yards this year. So I was just curious. I was trying to figure out how many yards he got out of that one. Did they measure it from the line of scrimmage, or did they measure it from where he kicks it? Way to go, Ettringer. That's what we need out of you. Come up there, and I got you predicted this year to be our leading tackler on the team, so you're off to a good start. Can you guys hear the play-by-play in the background off the TV? How soon, guys? What's the over/under? Good. Thank you, guys. What's the over/under that before they bring Brown in and see what Brown can do? Or are they just going to let Gronowski work this out? I think he went down too early, guys. I don't think that. Yeah, that's a 4th down. Yeah, these guys who start sliding too early. Come on, you guys are professional, almost professional football players in college now. You guys have got to know where the line of scrimmage is at. Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. They're probably going to let him work it out, you know. But I mean, if we don't score some points here right away and start running up the score, we're not going to see Brown at all today, even in mop up duty. Okay. Todd says, surprised they just didn't give it to him. Mike says, I'm high on Hank, but they invested way too much in Mark this offseason. Well, I agree. I agree, Mike. They're not going to replace him right off the bat. I mean, but I just wondered if we would see him in this game at all because I was expecting the score to get run up, and see what Iowa could do to run up the score on these guys, and we could see Brown and maybe Helinski, get some look at them early, see what they can do. Okay. Well, there was 3 of you on here. We're down to 1 now, so you know everybody leaving me. Okay, guys. Here's something I don't know if they talked about on TV because I can't really hear the play-by-play. Kamari Moulton with 3 carries and 22 yards is now in the medical tent. No update on him, and he wasn't out there on the second series, but that's being reported by Chad Lysico. He says 2 drives in, Mark Gronowski era is off to a shaky start. 3 bad incompletions, a bad pitch toss, and 3 points. Nerves, rust, whatever you want, whatever it is. Wanted to see a crisper start. Still, it's early, and I agree. I thought we'd have a crisper start. I thought we'd have a crisper start too. So thank you, Todd, for hanging in there. So you guys think these guys are going to go for it? Do you think Albany goes for it on 4th and 1, or are they actually reviewing the spot? It's like without without any much volume on this TV, I can't tell what's really going on. I can only surmise from my experience of watching. Todd says, see the freshman McNeil today. Think that's his name. Yeah, his name is Nathan McNeil, and Kirk said the other day that he's the only freshman that's got the green light to play today. Okay, Jason doesn't think they're going to go for it. They going for it? Oh, they're going to go for it? Okay. Holy cow. I think they're hoping to pull us off. I can't believe that they're actually going to go for it. They're going to give us great field position. We stopped them. Oh, no, we didn't. Darn it. I'm looking at the wrong guy again. Good thing I'm not on the field. The guy would have had a touchdown. I was looking at the wrong one. Well, that's not good. This is not good at all. Now they're getting close to scoring territory. Come on, guys. Albany ain't a very good team. Let's not be messing around with these guys. Let's shut them down. Come on, Phil, get on their butts. Mhm. Good, good run blocking concepts on that one. You mean by Albany, I presume. Man, I think Iowa guys have been reading their own press clippings this week. You know, this this even makes me more the way we started this game and the way Iowa State has started their season with a couple of good games, a couple of good wins. Makes me even more nervous that we can't beat Iowa State next week. And I know I'm taking some heat from the guys on the message boards this afternoon in our group chat about it, but maybe we just not there yet, guys. Maybe we aren't as good as we think we might be. Come on, guys, let's get off the field here. 3-10. Well, we can do it. Ah, okay. All right. I was thinking maybe they should just go for it and give us great field position at the 50-yard line, but they my luck they get it. So we probably get the ball about the inside the 5 probably. Weegens is set up what at the 10? Yeah, Jason, they're not showing me anything. They're not crisp. They're not sharp. You know. The defense is already doing exactly what I said it would do. Is that I didn't trust them this year, and look at them. They're already. You know. So yeah, yeah. They're not showing me anything, but I'll eat my words if they come back and they come out a little stronger and start playing better. You know. 3-0. We're winding down the first quarter. I expected us to have 2 or 3 touchdowns by now. Nobody to throw to. Oh, come on, Gronowski. That's a bad throw. You could have got that to him. He was wide open. Oh, gosh, guys. I'm getting shook up. I'm all shook up. Ooh. Okay. I thought he stepped out of bounds there, but I guess from my angle, it looked like he was out of bounds, but apparently not. Good. Take the cameraman out. Now, what are they checking for? Are they checking to see if he stepped out because he didn't? Did you guys notice that he was wearing a knee brace? Oh, golly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. This is an incomplete. You guys are a little bit ahead of me, so you guys might already know what it. See, from that backwards angle, looking from backwards, it looks like he caught it. But how are you supposed to, when you got film that's that grainy, if it's that grainy, how do you, how do you actually call that? All right. Okay. All right. I just didn't think. I mean, I agree that it was an incomplete pass, but I think it's inconclusive because of how grainy that film was, that video was. So I wouldn't have overturned it because it has to be clear, concise evidence. Yeah, we got. What do you mean in bad field position? How about that? That wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway. Again, Iowa has a habit of throwing it behind the sticks. Why are we doing that? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We're still doing the same things with our quarterback that we've always done. Throw behind the chains and thinking that these guys are going to find a way to get around when these guys are covered. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Todd. Honestly, I've been behind all day. They on our group chat they were calling for stuff that was happening on like the Iowa State game and stuff, and it hadn't happened to me yet. So I'm actually surprised that I might be a little ahead. What are you watching it on, Todd? I'm watching on YouTube TV, which has a tendency to be lagging and which tendency the lag be behind. Darn, I thought we got nailed the guy for a loss back there again. These guys are probably as fooled as I am because I was fooled. I was fooled. I thought we nailed the guy with the ball back in the backfield, and it turns out the quarterback looked like the quarterback kept it. Look at it. See, T.J. Hall let that be caught. He couldn't do anything to knock that away. Look at that. He should have got in front of him, knocked it away, got a hand in there, and look at that. Played off of him too deep. He played off of him way too deep. See, this is what I'm worried about, guys, on the cornerbacks that we've got. Yeah, this defense, you guys should be shutting these guys down. You should be getting in that backfield and laying everybody on their back. Hmm. All right, guys, I'm gonna go have to use the restroom. Thanks for sticking with me, even when I'm getting a little negative here on our team. I'm back. Thanks, Todd. I think honestly, guys, what concerns me more is not so much. I know the offense is not up to. It's not crisp. It's not looking sharp. Um, um, yet. But I think what disappoints me is I just don't. What they're doing to our defense right now is crazy. Yes, I think they've had three opportunities to try to score, and we've held them scoreless so far. But at this rate, it will only happen for so long before they start scoring. If we don't get that defense in lockdown mode, I honestly thought, guys, that we were going to come out right away, run the score up on these guys, and then just go in cruise control with the running game. But I mean, we're not even using the running game right now. We're just trying to throw the ball. It seems like now. And Epineza hasn't played yet. I don't know that he will. If he does, it'll be because the game finally got out of hand, and they're gonna. I think their goal is to preserve his red shirt, and so they'll probably do like they did with his brother, and just play him 4 games, and save his red shirt. And so we'll probably just see him in mop up duty. I think the only way we would see him is we'd have to have a catastrophe of injuries to see him play, and honestly, maybe we can get him into the game today. Maybe try to rush because he's a good rush. He's a good edge rusher. Maybe we can get him in there and try to chase down the quarterback. Because we're not really doing anything for this quarterback. We're not really, to me, in my personal opinion, we're not even trying to disrupt him or anything. I mean, look what they're doing to us. They're constantly blitzing our quarterback and getting in his face in the backfield. And my gosh, they're covering our wide receivers pretty good too. We can't get our guys open for nothing. Or I could say our guys can't get themselves open for nothing. And so, you know, so I guess Iowa's considered the big noon game with Iowa State next week, guys. I almost regret now not having any respect for this Albany team and thinking like everybody else did, like we were going to run away with this game. You know, I just, I'm usually more cautious than that. I always have been, even when I was coaching games myself. Even teams that most people think that we would just block the way. Look at that, guys. Oh, hard to remain calm when you got an inferior team like this showing you how to play football. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, they did. They came out in the second half and they just took it to Illinois State. You do bring up a good point. You do bring up a good point. Hey, Jason, his name is spelled with a capital I, not a capital L. Thanks, Todd. Hey, I appreciate you guys' positivity. You know, thank you for bringing me back to earth. Yeah, guys. All right. Here's some reality for you. Albany's doing this to our DBs. What is Iowa State going to do to our DBs next week? Um, you guys want to know how to pronounce his name? I have to look it up. Touchdown. Come on, guys. Let's do something. Let's take the ball away. Let's do something here, guys. Let's do something. Let's don't let them score. Yosei. You pronounce his name Yosei. I agree with you, Todd, on the TJ Hall. He's still not. He's exactly what I thought he would be when everybody thought he would be better this year. My concern is if Albany can do this to our defense, I just don't know what Iowa State's going to do because they are a far better team than Albany is. You know, Hawkeyes, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. Wait, they just put up a 7 points. That ball never even got in there, did it? That ball got in the uprights because it looked to me like it got blocked. Guess my eyes are bad. I should call for some food and have some food sent here. Pizza, nachos, or something. Sorry, guys, for the coughing. I'm not near the mute button. I got this thing of water right here that I'm trying to. So I find that water helps me suppress my cough. Ben, I agree with you. We know that Iowa's the better team. Let's just hope that they start to show up pretty soon. You know, but it wouldn't be the first FCS team we lost to. I was in the stadium the day we lost to the last one, North Dakota State. Man, that sucked. That sucked big time. And the sad thing about it is I was using my cousin's tickets, and little did I know that everybody around us was going to be a North Dakota State fan, and so you know. Todd, where does your son go to college? I will tell you this: Albany is doing everything they can to make sure that Weegan doesn't get the ball, including willing to take a penalties by kicking the ball out of bounds. The Dotzler's in the game. Did I just see that? Okay, here we go. We hadn't seen Xavier Williams yet. That's cool. I always mix him up with the previous Williams that was on our team before as a running back. Maybe that's all we need to do, guys, is just run the ball for a little bit, run it down their throats, and maybe the passing will open up because they've really shut down some passing lanes. But at the same time, he's missed some easy passes too. There we go. There we go. There we go. Maybe we found a running back today because you guys noticed that Moulton hasn't been out since the first quarter. I'm pretty sure that they said he was in the tent getting treated. Yeah, that run was a good one. I'm really anxious to see the other guy. Jack Dossler is in the game. So I know he hasn't completed a lot of passes today, but I'm going to guess that Seth Anderson is our leading pass receiver so far. Nice drive. This has been a nice drive. Now let's complete it with a touchdown. Let's do it. Let's get a touchdown. Agreed, Todd. Let's keep this rolling. They're coming out here looking a little sharper this drive. Maybe it was a wake up call. I think this running back by committee is going to be a good thing. We may not have a 1,000-yard rusher this year, because I think it's going to take them all together. You know, we've seen 4 running backs in the game so far today. At least he got the first down. Goal to go. Goal to go. That's what we needed. Like I said earlier in this game, we need more of that. We missed that in our quarterbacks over the last few years. Who was our last quarterback that was able to do design runs and just break off yards per run? Touchdown! Touchdown! Williams. Williams and Washington look like they're going to be our duel today. Have we seen Patterson yet? That's good. That's good. That's good. He only threw one pass and he completed it on that drive. That's what we need more of that. All right, we got the lead back. Now, defense, it's your turn. It's your turn to get the ball back. Yeah, I haven't seen yet either. I was thinking that we've only seen 3 running backs. We haven't seen 4 yet because Patterson hasn't played, but we might see that freshman though. He's supposed to play today, so let's see. But if Williams and Washington keep running the way they are, then we may not see him. Those two just might do all the carries. Oh, harder, man. What do you guys think about doing this live like this, chatting live while we watch the game? Are you guys okay with this, or you want me to try it again? I know we're going to do it for sure against Iowa State next week. Somebody's going to have to put some duct tape on me, though. Um, Down goes Bama. Yeah, I agree with that. I understand that our guy Proctor let his quarterback get sacked a few times. I honestly, Sean Green-esque, which Williams or Washington? Williams, okay. Yeah. The nice thing about our running backs, all of them bring something else to the game. I feel like Moulton brings more of a, um, what I want to say, KJ2, KJ2. That kind of a shifty runner makes people miss when he runs. Um, and so does that, what's his name? Nathan McLean, right? McLean? Um, anyway, yeah. I've seen his running too. He also looks like he runs like KJ2 did, Basically, just makes people miss. And then he busts through the open. Big quads. Got his first career touchdown, I assume. Oh, there you go. Jason, the announcer just agreed with you. Said Sean Green vibes. So Malton's not coming back, guys. He's done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wouldn't you, unless you really feel like you can get a lot of yards on a kickoff, wouldn't you just want to rather take the fair catch so you can move the ball up to the 25-yard line? Yeah, I was just saying that, Mike, that Moulton was out. Hopefully, it's something serious and he can get back in a week. That they're just holding him out as a precaution. Come on, guys. Get him down. Gave him about 6 yards. Okay, Todd. Thank you for your participation. I appreciate it. 8 for 12 for 81 yards and one TD for Jack Shields. 2 and 4. Yeah, that's what I said. He got 6 yards. This guy is shifty. This quarterback has fooled us. He either keeps the ball and we're tackling the wrong guys at the line of scrimmage, or he gives it to somebody else and we're tackling him and he holds up his hand. Sorry, no ball. You know? Come on, guys. We got to stop these guys. Let's stop them. These guys are motivated. They know that we all think that they're a pushover, that they can't stay within 38 points of us. You don't think they're motivated to beat us? They are. That'd be a big feather in their cap to go home and say we beat the Hawkeyes. And lost a whole bunch of people some money in Vegas. Okay. Is it holding? Come on, guys. Let's get an interception or something here. He likes to throw it and run it. Let's. All right, come on, guys. Let's do this. It's holding. All right, let's get the ball back right here. Let's get the ball back here, guys. Let's get it back. Come on, guys. Look at him run. Man, that guy could play D1 college. This quarterback. But that was my first thought that when I heard that he can run, is that we've always troubled against running quarterback. We finally let Weegan get the ball, or did he? Yeah, he's got it. There we go. He just caught that. Man, that was scary the way he caught that. It's like, oh. They punted, yeah. Mm. Yeah, nice return by Weegan. They finally punted to him and let him take it. So Von May was in the game. I didn't see that. I definitely think that Albany's way underestimated this. We really did. Sorry, guys. I was. You think I have a delay in my call? I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. Okay, Washington just got tackled on his first carry. Is how delayed am I? So I'm confused why we would. I was going to say well, we don't want that. We got more yardage than they were going to give us. Okay, 3rd and 1. Maybe a quarterback keeper here, quarterback sneak or something like that. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! That was a nice run. Will Williams be our KJ2? Will he be our breakout running back this year? Wow. Williams getting close to 100 yards already. Ortworth. Boname in. Couldn't we have tried a pass on one of those? Now we got 3rd and goal. Now we got to score to kick a field goal. All right, guys, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Here, hopefully we come back and we score a touchdown. Guys, I gotta find me some missing cats. Oh, okay. At halftime, I gotta remove some cats. So yeah, the cats got to be removed. We've got 3 cats. One doesn't get along with the other 2, so I've got to switch them up so they each get to run. So I got one locked up in the bedroom right now, and the other 2 got free reign here, but they're napping. So at halftime, I got to move the 2 to a new location in the house and lock them up, and then bring the other one out so that it can run for a while. I don't understand why this one cat can't get along with these 2. It'd make my life easier. Here's the crazy thing here. They always advertising Dairy Queen here on these games, and we don't have a Dairy Queen anywhere near us. Might have to travel 2 hours or 2.5 hours to get to a Dairy Queen. It does sound like though that Iowa State's getting a lot of respect this year from the media, the news media and stuff. They're really talking about them more, and and I think they feel like they're legit. Gronowski's only thrown for 19 yards, guys. He's 3 out of 9. Gosh darn it, he didn't make it in. 4th and goal. Do we keep it and try for it and risk getting stuffed, or do we? I think he's getting gun shy to throw the ball now. I mean, that to me, that we should have thrown that into the end zone. Guys, I think I'm gonna end that. There's nobody left in here. I'm gonna go ahead and end this at halftime. And I appreciate everybody who came in and watched and commented and things. It was an experiment I wanted to try, but I was kind of hoping to keep some more people in here for a little long. But right now, nobody's here, and maybe it's me. Maybe my attitude is chasing people away. We'll see. So we're going for it. So now we got to score it. All right, we got it. We got it. Who got the ball? Weejan? Weejan scored it. All right, Weejan, yes. Earning his scholarship this year. You know. Yeah, Jason, I just felt like there's nobody here anymore. You just came back in, and I just thought, well, maybe I'm chasing everybody off with my attitude. So I'm not wanting to get out just because of my attitude in the game or anything. I just thought, nobody's here. If nobody's here, I might as well just go ahead and do my own thing and roam around the house and do things, take care of cats. You know what I mean? You know, I can hang in there for a little while longer and see what happens. Touchdown, Weejan. Oh, but we did make it through a whole half. Obviously, Jason. Yes, I did notice. Yeah, we just got to make sure that because they got plenty of time to move the ball downfield. So let's just make sure that we don't let them do that. Do we just step in front of a pass and actually catch it? That's intercepted, I should say. Can we do that? That would be nice. Oh my, oh my! This so much reminds me of Iowa State on their comeback last year. Just like a big throw downfield, another throw, and then get in position for the winning field goal. Yeah, there we go. Can we put him down? There we go. That was nice. Let's put him down there. Sack. We finally got him down. Who got it? Llewellyn? Max Llewellyn got it? One first down, they can get it. They can get in a decent field goal range. Okay. Do they punt it or do they try to get it, or do they go for a hail mary pass downfield? All right, Deshaun Lee. Now you're talking. Buck Wild, what quarterback should we have gotten in the portal? Well, I will say this: Gronowski's passing has been questionable, but he did get that touchdown pass. He did get the touchdown pass, so that helps. I thought they would kneel down. I wonder what Williams got. Maybe they were trying to get him up to 100 before halftime. All right, guys, it's halftime. Go take your bathroom breaks. Go get something to eat or whatever you're going to do. Something to drink. Um, mhm. So, anybody got any stats for what the passing yardage is? And I know it's not very big, but what about the passing yards? Okay, Kamari Moulton has his right arm in a sling and standing with the Iowa running backs. Not good, guys. Not good. So Jack Shields at halftime has 106 yards passing, 38 yards rushing. He's their leading rusher. Woodell has 9 yards and Yuga has 6 yards. He's supposed to be their prize person. Um, Birdie has 52 yards catching. Barron has 26 yards catching. Um, we haven't actually punted to those guys, it looks like, yet. Okay. Um, okay. Alrighty, so Iowa has 4 for 10 on Gronowski, 21 yards and 1 touchdown. Xavier Williams has 6 carries for 94 yards, averaging 15.7. They should just ride him in the second half at 15.7. He's killing it. Plus 1 TD. Terrell Washington Jr. has 27 yards rushing, 7 carries for 3.9 rushing. Kamari Moulton, who will not play the rest of this game, and I'm betting not the next couple games, has 22 yards rushing at 7.3. And Gronowski has 17 yards rushing on 7 carries for 2.4. Receiving, Stringa has 1 catch for 8 yards. Hayden Large has 1 catch for 6 yards. Seth Anderson has 1 catch for 5 yards. Weegan 1 catch for 2 yards. Legion has a punt return average of 17 yards because he only had one for 17 yards. Drew Stevens 1 for 1 on field goals. It was a 28 yarder. And Reese Dakin averaging 50 yards on his 2 punts. But one thing I said is one of the reasons why I think he will average over 50 yards, because I think with this offense this year, and I do believe it will get better, despite what some of my thinking during halftime here, is I think his leg's going to be well rested. I don't think he'll be kicking that much. And as it shows, he only had 2 punts in the first half for 50 yards, and I predicted 51 yards for average punt. So he'll get there. So that's what we got. Iowa lead 17-7 at the half. It's kind of disappointing, I know. I was kind of hoping for maybe double that score at the half. However, they only need 21 more points for Paul on our podcast to hit. He's hit the score 38-7. So if they get 38-7, Paul has it. All they need is 21 more points. I predicted 38-3. So they can't hit that anymore because we gave up the touchdown instead of a field goal. Alrighty. So that's interesting, the stats and stuff. So that looks good. I'm excited about Williams, 15 yards, almost 18 yards. 16 yards of carry. That is really nice. Okay, even the coaches' halftime panel are saying Gronk has been a disappointment so far. They're saying that Buck Wild, but you're also taking it out of context because you know that they thinking that he'll rebound, right? So anyway, I would love to keep this going for another half, but my coughing's starting to get worse, and I think I'm just going to end this. And it was a nice experiment, and like I said, we're for sure doing this with Iowa State next week. We should get the whole game in, but go Hawks. Let's hope for a bigger score at the end.